Hi, beautiful souls. Today I'm going to do an activation that is going to help you release shame. Now, shame is one of the densest energies that we have, and so many of us have shameful aspects of ourselves that we are suppressing, things that we don't want the world to know, things that we're hiding from ourselves even. So this activation is going to bring those things up in a conscious way and then release it from the body. So before we start, I want you to just do a brain dump of all the things you have shame around. I want you to do this in a free-flowing way, meaning don't think too much about it. Just get your pen out or your computer and just write everything that's coming up for you. You may have things come into your conscious mind that are from so long ago, or you may think they're so small that it's not relevant. Write down anything that you can think of. And of course, make sure you're writing down the things that you do have really big shame around, okay? So once you've done that, and it may be hard and you may have resistance to doing that, I want you to start the tapping. Now we'll refer back to that. As I'm leading this, online, I can't really get in on every single person's aspect of shame. When you work with me one-on-one, I can actually pull things out from the subconscious. So in this instance, I'm going to say the words that come to me, but if they don't resonate with you, just say whatever comes to your mind or look at your notes that you wrote down and refer back to that, okay? So we're going to just start tapping on our chest and just take a deep breath in and open your mouth really wide. Let it out. Yawn. I want you to force the yawn, okay? Really wide. Open your mouth really wide. Yawning out, pushing it out even when you feel like there's nothing left there. Okay, and then take a deep breath. And let out a sigh. And we're just going to take a moment. Close your eyes. Just hand on your heart. Take a moment to just connect in. Keep breathing. And I want you to close your eyes and just imagine this beautiful light coming from above. And as you see this light coming down, just notice it activating all your cells. See this light sparking the cells within you. And feel it activating your bones. So I want you to imagine this light going right down into your bones, down your spine. Just let your imagination take this light wherever it needs to go. And I want you to imagine this really big spark of light that's ignited in your bones. And take a deep breath and let out a yawn again. And seeing this light activating all your organs now, letting it go into your heart, your lungs, down into your stomach, your intestines, kidneys. Just see it swirling around all your internal organs, clearing away any stagnant energy. And just notice if your mind takes you to a certain part of your body. And just bring that light there. And now bringing that light right down into your hips, down your legs, anchoring it into the ground, and then drawing that light up again. And as you draw that light up again, I want you to really focus on the bones, seeing it going up your ankles, seeing it going into your knees, the bones that are connecting your knees to your hips, seeing it going up your spine. And now notice that you are connected above and below, and just expand that light out to fill the room that you're in. Expand that light as far as you can imagine. And in this light, you are safe. So you might like to say that, I am safe. And we just call on the beings of the highest light, source energy, God, whatever you'd like to call it, to help us through this process, to strengthen our energy, to let us see anything that has been holding us back, and to release any dense energy that is keeping us in shame. And we ask for protection as we do this. Nothing can get into our energy field that is not aligned with the highest light. So take a deep breath, let out a sigh and a yawn, and start tapping on your chest. And just say all this shame. Now when I tap, I'm going to exaggerate the words, and I want you to do that with me, okay? There's a method to the madness. We're trying to exaggerate and get into the ego here. Just say all this shame. And I want you to just hunch over as you're doing this, all this shame. Just think about what shame makes you do. It makes you want to hide. So just contract your energy for a bit as you tap, saying all this shame, all these things I don't want anyone to know. And just look at your list that you wrote down, or bring awareness to all the things that you're thinking about, and just saying, I don't want anyone to know. If people knew that I had all of this, and just be like this stuff, they would think, first thing that comes to mind, they're going to tap on the front of your ribs here. If people knew, I would feel, first thing that comes to mind, tapping on your sides here. And I don't want that. Tapping on the wrist. I would do anything to make sure, so we're getting this point here, to make sure no one found out about all of this. All this shame. No one can know. And I want you just to stamp your feet and just be like, no one can freaking know this. I want you to get into the emotion. I don't want anyone to know that I have these feelings, or this happened. So I want you now to say what it is. What is it? What's coming to mind right now? I want you to say that. And it makes me feel top of the head, and I'm feeling that in my body. All this shame in my body. Now close your eyes, and as you keep tapping, I want you just to bring awareness to your body right now. Notice any feelings in the body. And if you don't notice, that's totally okay as well. What's happening for you right now? And if you feel numb, just say, I feel numb. I feel nothing. But if you notice some type of tightness or contraction, keep tapping, or anything, ickiness, I want you to say it right now. I feel, and say the feeling, sick, tight, whatever it is, in my, and say where it is, my stomach, whatever. And even though I feel this, tap the top of the eyebrows, even though I feel this in my, I'm trying to love and accept myself anyway. So I just want you to bring awareness to that part again, and just see what it looks like. Give it a description. Is it rough? Is it murky? What does it look like? Now we're not trying to change anything, but right now I want you just to draw your imagination around that area. Just see your attention going around that area. And as you do so, I want you to take a deep breath in. Open your mouth really wide. Yawn, lean forward, shoulders back. Breathing in again. Bring awareness again. I want you to do that 2 more times in your own time. Breathing out and breathing in. Keep tapping. And 1 more time. And breathing out. And breathing in. And continue tapping on the chest, even though I feel this. And I want you to say like that word, like feel this. I love and accept myself anyway. Take a deep breath. Yawn. The yawning's just moving energy. Top of the front of the ribs. I don't know if I can carry this anymore. Sides, carrying this shame makes me feel And I just don't know if I can feel this anymore. Getting to the frustration. What does this shame cost you? What's it doing to your body? Whatever's coming up for you right now, I want you to say that. Get up and move around if you need to. Stomp your feet, shake your arms, just move that energy. Just saying, I'm done feeling this shame. This shame around, and say what it is. But even though I feel this, and it feels so, say what it is, heavy, annoying, I'm scared, whatever it is, say it. I am trying to love and accept myself. I'm willing to learn to love and accept myself, even though I have all of this. And just pay attention to what those things are. All this shame, all this shame. And I want you now just to reflect back on the first time you felt that. So maybe you'd like to say out loud, the first time I felt shame was, just whatever comes to mind. If nothing comes to mind, that's okay. Just say the first time I felt shame. You can say I don't know if that's the case. And just close your eyes and either just keep tapping on your chest, or you can tap on your karate chop point. Or if you feel like just taking a break from tapping for a second, that's okay. And I want you to close your eyes and imagine yourself going across time and space. So just lifting up from where you are right now. And just see yourself traveling back, 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 even further back. And if you're at teenage years, keep going. First time you felt intense shame. And I want you to see yourself in that picture. And just speak out loud what is happening as you keep tapping. If you stop tapping, as you speak, just tap on one of the points. And I want you to go up to your little one, yourself as a child, and notice that their eyes light up when they see you. And go over to them and just say, what's going on? What's up, baby? What's up, little one? And just say to her, it's safe to tell me. And then just let that little one express. So as you tap, just tap through some of the points. Just say whatever's coming up. I feel, say what's happening. And if you're getting nothing right now, just tap and say, maybe there was shame back then, but I'm not allowing myself to see it. And that's okay. So it's just use your intuition to tap through different points and just keep speaking until you feel complete. And when you are complete, I want you to see light coming in. So take a deep breath, and as you breathe in, just seeing light coming in, wrapping around this little one and yourself. And just seeing it just activating everything around. See it swirling so much that it's able to transmute and transform all of those feelings. Just naturally. It's not trying to get rid of anything, but just naturally you see her lighting up a little bit as this light comes in. Maybe you see her giggling as this light comes in because it tickles or it feels good. Seeing this light come in. And notice it just lighting up some of that darkness. And just now say to her everything that you wanted to hear back then. And now, everything that you know is true. Speak from your highest self as you tap through the point and just tell her that it's okay, that she is safe, that there's no reason to feel shame. Keep telling her what she needs to hear right now. And tap through the points as you tell her that. Speaking to yourself. As you're speaking to yourself, you're changing the timelines across all time and space and dimensions. So keep breathing and yawning if you need to. And keep telling yourself those things. So when you're ready, take a deep breath. And as you breathe in, just see this little one just merging into your energy field, merging into your heart. And just noticing as you do that, you feel a little different. Because across all time, space, and dimensions, you have shifted things and let go of the shame that held you back. Take a deep breath and yawn. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. So even though I had this shame way back then, I accept where I am right now. I don't have to let go of this if I don't want to. I love and accept myself exactly where I am now. I'm on my way to loving myself, even with all this shame. Now I want you just to tune in for a moment and just feel where you're at. If you notice in your body you feel stirred up, you feel more emotional, I want you to pause me now and then keep tapping and saying the things that are coming up. You might want to shake your body, just like kind of go crazy getting that energy out. But if you feel good, if you feel neutral, you feel like you can move on, we're going to code us with some positive things now. So even though I feel the shame, I'm willing to let it go. If that's not true, just say, I'm on my way to be willing to let it go. I'm going to see things through the eyes of God or Source or the universe. I'm choosing to see things differently. That those things, just pay attention to what those things are just part of my story. And they don't have to weigh me down. Even though I have this shame still, I don't care anymore about what people think. And if I do, maybe I'm on my way to not caring. I'm moving forward. I'm letting go of the shame. So I want you now just to imagine the shame being like, how would you see the shame if it was outside of yourself? What would it look like? Can you imagine it as this big black gunky thing, or a big black suitcase, or maybe it's just this long, dark, murky rope thing that you're kind of carrying around? Whatever you're seeing in your mind's eye that represents shame, I want you now to bring in the archangels and bring in the highest beings. So maybe for you it's Jesus, you might just see God, angels. Divine beings are here to help us with these things. So I want you now to imagine that they're coming in and their fire and their power is now burning through that shame, all of that ickiness that you've been holding onto, and I want you to see it being released from your body now, that you're letting it go, and the archangels with their massive, massive, massive power and light are coming in and moving that away from you, dissolving it into the ethers. So imagine that now and see the angels coming around you and pulling out any fragments that are still in you, any little cords or threads or any little dot of shame. They're vacuuming that up. Their energy is just pulling it out. So just see these things flicker off you. Imagine them all flickering off you as you're being activated by their light now. Breathing in and breathing out and doing a loud ah and a yawn to make a sound. Seeing that releasing from your body. Saying, I'm willing to see what my life is like without all this shame. Say, I feel lighter, and I want you to get into like a hyped up energy going, I feel lighter now that I don't have this shame. I can feel amazing. I'm free. I'm choosing to step into my sovereignty. I am sovereign. I'm a child of God, of the universe. And I don't need to have shame. It doesn't have to exist. Those things don't mean anything. So I want you to notice all the things you wrote down and just say, why am I making that mean anything? And I want you to say it lightly. Why am I making that mean anything? And just have a laugh at it. Why am I making that mean something? And say, so what? I have no money, or no one loves me, whatever it is. I did this silly thing. Just laugh. Try and force a laugh. Just be like, oh, why did I make it mean anything? I'm on my way to forgiving myself. I forgive myself. Breathe that in. I forgive myself. I'm on my way to forgiving myself. I forgive myself. I'm on my way to forgiving myself. I'm opening up to more love. I want you to feel the first memory of love. Feel something you love, 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 love. Maybe it's your mom or dad. Maybe it's your child. Maybe it's your dog or cat. I want you to feel that memory of love. Feel it. Breathe it in. And once you have that feeling, I want you to see yourself in front of you. And I want you to give yourself that feeling of love. You can do that. Give yourself love. Breathing it in. Relaxing, softening, allowing love in. And now I want you to imagine all those that you know love you. And if you're struggling to see anyone, I want you to imagine these angels around you. And just feel their love. Feel everyone, including me, pouring love into you right now. Feeling the love. There is no reason to have shame. Maybe it's just something you picked up from the world around you. It's not personal. And it's not necessary. So just feel that love. And feel yourself without shame. What would that feel like to you? What would life look like? What would you be doing? And just witness that, like a screen on a movie. And as you see that, now step into it and feel yourself walking around in the body of someone that does not have shame. Feel yourself doing those things you're to be doing without shame. And allow that feeling to activate you. And when you're ready, just come back into this moment. Take a deep breath in and a stretch. Oh, a big yawn, and then come back into the body. Pat yourself down, maybe give yourself a squeeze. So how do you feel? So this is something I would do a few times. Do it every time you feel something come up. But I hope that's a blessing for you. Release the shame. It's a dense energy that's affecting all of your life. So We don't need it. Lots of love to you. If you would love to see how you can work with me either in one of my courses or one-on-one, just reach out and I'd love to chat with you. Bye for now.